Welcome. Today we're looking at Melitonos Peri Pascha. That is the homily of Melito of Sardis on the Pascha. Sections 1 and 2. Emengraphe tes Hebraikes exodu anagnoste, que te remata tu mysteriu diasesafete, posta probatum tuete, que pos holaus sodzete, que pos ho pharaoa dia tu mysteriu mastizete. Emengraphe, the scripture. Emengraphe tes Hebraikes exodu, of the Exodus of the Hebrews, or the Hebrew Exodus. Hebraikes is adjective form. Hebraikes exodu. Anagnoste, perfect, from anagnosko, perfect middle passive, indicating has been read. Melito probably delivering this sermon just after the reading of Exodus 12 and the description of the Exodus passage as Melito celebrates the Pascha. Melito, as far as we know, was a quarto-decuman and was celebrated Pascha as a singular feast. The Passover meal, the Passover festival, indicating Easter, but Easter not having developed into a 3-day event, but a singular event. So, emengraphe tes Hebraikes exodu anagnoste, the scripture of the Hebrew Exodus has been read. Que taremata tu mysteriu diasesafete, and the words taremata tu mysteriu, in the genike, the genitive case of the mystery, diasesafete, also perfect in form, reduplication, sesafeo, epsilon contract verb, having been plainly stated or declared. And this is very typical of Melito's whole homily, that is parallel forms and, both parallelism and opposition. So here I'm not sure, I'm not convinced that Taremata tu Mysteriu diasesafete has any other reference than the declaration of the mystery. Because of the next part. Posta probaton tuete. How? Pause. Question. Here, indirect question. Posta probaton. The sheep. Thuete, verb, middle passive, is sacrificed. Notice the use of the present tense here. Posta probaton thuete. How the sheep is sacrificed. Que pos holaus sodzete. And how the people are saved. Again, middle verb, present tense. These form a nice parallel again. How the sheep is sacrificed and how the people are saved. That is the content of Hegraphe tes Hebraikes exodu, or the focus point, at least for Melito, of the Pascha. And depending on our text, depending on our reading, we have this third section here. Que pos ho Pharaoh, the Pharaoh, how the Pharaoh, dia tu mysterio, through the mystery. And mysteria is a key concept for Melito. How the Pharaoh, through the mystery, mastizete, from mastizo, to whip, scourge, flog, again middle, how the Pharaoh is scourged through the mystery. This is one of the themes of Melito's homily as he goes on, that is the suffering and affliction of Pharaoh as part of Melito's theology of Pascha. Section 2. Toi nun xunete o agapetu, chutos estin ke non ke peleon, eidion ke proskeron, ptharton ke aptharton, thineton ke athanaton, to tu Pascha mysterion. Our opening section nicely indicates to us the transition. Toi nun. Therefore, perhaps, or now, well, I think in terms of the fact that this starts a homily, and we're given a men back in the first section, hemen grafe, you would normally expect that there is no der per se, but toi nun sunete transitions from a statement about the reading that's just been had to what's about to take place now. And so toi nun functions as the start of the rest of the homily. Now then. Xunete here, xi standing in for sigma, more, I don't want to say regularly, but more adequately, more kune, sunete from suniemi, aorist imperative, understand. Understand. This is our rema, this is our verb here. O agapetu, O beloved, or similar, however you want to translate agapetu, address to the gathered brothers and sisters, to the believers. Toi nun sunete o agapetu hutos estin. How? Really, in this way, but it's setting up the how it is, or this is the way it is. And then we get these both, well, a sequence of paired opposites. Que nun, the new, que peleon, the old. So how it is, and you would probably suppose a que, you could pair them, how it is new and old. Aidion, eternal, que proskeron, and temporary, temporal. Ptharton, que aptharton. So here you can see the straight contrast between the adjective and the alpha privative, perishable and imperishable, just subject to corruption and destruction, not subject to corruption and destruction. Same thing again here, thneton ke athanaton, not quite the same contrast in terms of forms, in terms of stems, thnetos and athanatos, but certainly conceptually. Mortal, that is subject to death, athanatos, undying. And then at the end of this section we get the putative subject of our verb, to Pascha mysterion, the mystery of the Pascha, the mystery of the Pascha. And this classic bracketing technique of article, genitive article, so this modifying what goes about it. The mystery, which mystery? The mystery of the Pascha.